Hello everyone, and welcome to my 100 subscriber special. We're finally here, everyone! It's been a long road. I honestly did not think I would get even 100 subscribers, so thank all of you for hanging out and putting up with my inconsistent schedule that I hopefully have gotten more consistent at this point, and hopefully can maintain the consistency in the future. But in any case, I thought I'd do something a little bit special, so why not some tier lists? Everybody likes some good tier lists, so let's get going. Now, I've kind of just picked these mostly at random, not completely at random, I do have a kind of idea in mind, but some of them are massive lists, like this one here has so many games on it because it's best games of the 2010s. And then we have ones that have like 10 games on there. So buckle up everybody, this is probably going to be a bit of a long video, but I hope it's enjoyable, and I hope you have fun, I hope I have fun, and I hope that everything goes smoothly. Now, I'm looking at this one just right now, and this is games of the 2010s, as I said, and already, I mean, first of all, look at how many games are on this. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm already looking at this and being like, I think maybe this didn't play it section down here. I think the bottom category I am going to remove because there are going to be so many on here that I haven't played that it's just going to end up being massive down there. So I'm just going to leave any I haven't played down here. If I have any thoughts about them in particular, like if I own them and I haven't played them yet, then maybe I'll put them there. But in general, we're just going to go with this, and I'm going to do my best. Now, genuinely, like the first 6 games on here up to Assassin's Creed Black Flag I haven't played, so that's a good start. Assassin's Creed Black Flag I have played. I enjoyed that one. That's one of the better Assassin's Creed. I did play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I finished it. Or I did, but I didn't find it as compelling as Origins. Origins I really enjoyed. I like the way they switched up the formula and everything, so I think I'd probably rank this up here too, even though you have kind of the two different styles of Assassin's Creeds. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I think, is either gonna be one of these two, just because, for some reason, I didn't enjoy it as much. I couldn't tell you why. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I own but haven't played yet, and Assassin's Creed Unity I haven't played, but I've heard enough about. I do want to play it, but I've heard a lot about it. I just played this not too long ago. I quit because I got annoyed with it. I'm going to put it in meh. Now, is this specifically Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, or are we talking like Binding of Isaac as a concept? Because I love Binding of Isaac, but I'm pretty sure that the first one, which is the only one I own and have played, came out before 2010. I'm afraid to put anything up here, especially this early on, but it's definitely an excellent game. We might have to sort these out later. I say that, and then I come up to Bloodborne, which, hello, it's one of my favorite games ever. It's the only Soulsborne I've finished completely. I love Bloodborne. I would play Bloodborne on a loop for the rest of my life and be a perfectly happy person. Borderlands. I've played Borderlands 1 and 2. I actually played the Telltale Borderlands, which in my opinion is the best Borderlands game. I do enjoy them, but I always get to a point with them where I just get tired of them. There comes a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this game. So I'm gonna put it in fun because I do enjoy myself, but I also find myself backing off of it after a while. Breath of the Wild. Now, I have Breath of the Wild. I got my Switch about a year or a year and a half after it came out. I haven't gotten that far with Breath of the Wild. The first time I started playing it, I kind of bounced off of it, I think because it was just so different and I wasn't sure where to go or what to do, that I kind of gave up on it much more quickly than I should have. I have now beaten at least one of the Ganons, the Ganon Blights. I don't remember which one. I haven't played it in a long time, and I don't know why I fell off of it again. I think just because I don't play my Switch very much, because especially now I don't take public transport. I can't here, and I just don't think about my Switch very often because I don't have that many games for it in general still. I mean, it's a Zelda game. I love Zelda games, and I know it's very highly regarded, but I myself have not really played nearly as much of it as I would like to put it higher. I'm sorry, Zelda. I love you, but you're going in just fun. These two, I feel like I have played both Broforce and Celeste, but I haven't played very much of them, so I don't know if I can rank them or not. I don't know if it's fair for me to rank them. They're both fun, so do I just stick them in fun games? I enjoyed them. I'm not good at Celeste. Celeste is not my type of game. I'm not good at ultra-hard platformers. They just frustrate me, but it's a good game, so what do I do with it? I guess we're gonna stick those both in fun. Cities Skylines I'm so bad at. I'm so bad at. I'm gonna say I didn't play it because I think I only played the tutorial and I was bad enough at that I was like, you know what? We're not gonna deal with this. Oh no, so many Calls of Duty. I know I've played World War II. I liked World War II. I prefer the World War II Call of Duties just because of the history aspect in general. I know I haven't played Infinite Warfare. I know I haven't played Ghosts. I know I haven't played these Black Ops ones. What even is this one? I don't know. I clearly haven't played it. I'm pretty sure I played Modern Warfare, which is what this one is, right? There are too many of them. I don't remember. I think I played this one. It's whatever. Like, shooters are fine. Cuphead! Oh my gosh. Okay, so I enjoyed what I played of Cuphead. My problem was that I was playing it with keyboard and mouse controls, and I tried to remap them because something was mapped to spacebar that should never ever be mapped to spacebar, and I couldn't get out of the tutorial. So I love Cuphead, I love the idea of Cuphead, I love the aesthetic of Cuphead, I had fun with what I played, I just couldn't play very much of it. Dark Souls 2? Haven't played it yet. Dark Souls 3? Also haven't played it yet. Hopefully we'll own it soon. I own Dark Souls 2 even though it's taken as the worst game of the series. It can't be that bad, right? It's just in comparison, it's the worst one. But I want to play all of them, so... Darkest Dungeon. Okay, Darkest Dungeon is going up here. I'm sensing a theme here in the games of the decade already. But Darkest Dungeon, again, if you don't know, I mean... Hello, I love this game so much, even though I'm too scared to finish it because I don't want to kill my best characters. My cat has decided to join us. Or possibly leave. It looks like he wants out of the door. Dead by Daylight is fine. I'm not big on multiplayer games generally. It depends on the multiplayer game. It depends on what type of multiplayer game. I just generally play single-player stuff, mostly. It was fun, but I fell off of it very quickly. Detroit Become Human was fine. I'm gonna go with meh. Dishonored Definitive Edition. Now, I've talked about this in my video on Deathloop. I enjoy Dishonored, but I suck at Dishonored because no matter what I do, I always seem to get detected because I'm not willing to take 4 hours to complete one level. I think that's part of it. So even if I do try to stealth through, most of the time, depending on what level it is, somebody will see me. I try not to kill people at least, but someone will see me at some point. I think I like the first one a lot. I haven't played this one, so I'm just gonna leave it there. They're fun to play, I'm just not good at them. Ooh, Donut County I played not too long ago, actually. It's very short, but it's very fun. Doom was great. So much fun. Doom Eternal, less so, but Doom was fantastic. Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, a lot of Dragon Age fans are going to disagree with me on this, but I'm gonna put it in meh because I fell off of it really quickly. I'm going to give it another try. I think part of it was probably because I was playing it on the 360 and it had some issues from what I remember. I just didn't enjoy it as much as Dragon Age Origins, which I realize is not the superior game. But I had more fun with it, and that's more important. Fallout 4, in terms of a Fallout game, is meh, definitely. Fallout 76, I feel like I can't give you a decent opinion on, because I played it when it first came out, and it definitely would have been classed as bad then. But since, it's still pretty popular with the people who did enjoy it, so I really don't know where to put it. I'm gonna put it in didn't play it, because I don't think I played it enough to actually give it a fair chance. I didn't like it when I played it, but it's been since it was released that I played it, so I'm not gonna judge it until I try to play it again, because I would like to go back to it and just revisit it. Final Fantasy 15. I'm probably gonna upset some people with this too, but I'm gonna put it in meh. I did not enjoy the way they switched up the Final Fantasy formula. I'm not great at Final Fantasy anyway, I don't think I've finished that many of them, but I just didn't like how they... I just didn't like it. Fortnite, I don't like, okay? I don't like Fortnite. I understand Fortnite is still at least I think Fortnite is still popular. I played it once. The highest I got was second. I got sniped, and that was the last time I played the game. I played it for like 2 hours one day because I just wanted to see what it was, and it's not a bad game, it's just not my type of game. Again, online, don't do it very often. Forza Horizon 4, on the other hand, is so much fun! It is also an online game. I feel like I need to clear some of these out. I'm gonna look through these really quick and move up ones that I have played. Goat Simulator I've played a bit of. It's bad. I know it's made to be bad, but that doesn't make it not bad. God of War was great. The new God of War, obviously. You know what, I'm gonna move Forza Horizon 4 down here, not because I don't like it, but because I don't know if it deserves to be a game of the decade. God of War probably does. I need to replay it, not that I doubt that it deserves to be up there, I just haven't played it in a while, but it was great. It felt really nice. It was the first game I played on my PS4. It was fantastic. Throwing the axe and everything, oh, it was so much fun. Sea of Thieves, again, not really my game. I only played it because they released some Disney stuff, Disney Pirates of the Caribbean related stuff, and that's literally the only part of it I played. So I don't think Sea of Thieves is an average game overall. I think on my scale of games, it is an average. Overwatch, not an online person. This one I haven't played yet. I do own it. I've seen a bit of it. It looks really, really pretty, but I haven't played it yet. Snake Pass I played. It was a lot of fun. It was a little frustrating, and like mechanically it was a little frustrating. I feel like it's somewhere between average and fun, like fun sometimes. I don't know if that's even a category that I should make. I'm gonna put it with average just because I didn't have enough fun with it for it to be in the fun category. Rocket League is, again, a game I'm bad at, but I qualified that as fun because I have a ton of fun playing it, even if I'm terrible at it. The new Tomb Raider was pretty good. I think the first Tomb Raider probably goes up here. It was great fun. The first Hitman, the first new Hitman, definitely excellent. Ooh, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now the problem with the Ezio collection of games is that I enjoyed all of them. I don't remember each of them specifically. I don't remember the order they go in. I haven't played them since I played them initially when they came out, but I liked all of them and I thought they were all fun, so I guess they're all going in that category. I don't know, there's Brotherhood, we can put that there now. Assassin's Creed 2 I don't think was on here. I'm gonna have to go through them again once I get through all the ones I know I've played, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. We Happy Few is terrible. Terrible. I played a half an hour of it because the concept is fantastic. Totally my sort of game, but it's so bad. What Remains of Edith Finch is another one that I'm going to upset a lot of people with by putting it at average. I don't know. I play a lot of things that could be classified as walking simulators, but I don't get that impressed by most of them. Even if they're good, I'm just kind of like, okay, that was fun. I don't know. They're generally very story heavy, which is nice, but they're not very gameplay heavy, and I like games that have a better balance of the two of them, and Edith Finch was a good game, but for me it was an average game because it's a walking simulator. I'm sorry. So many people are going to yell at me about that, but that's where it belongs. Shadow of the Colossus is an interesting one, and one I'm cheating on a little bit, because I haven't actually played the the PS4 remake of it. I played the original within the past decade. It counts. So I don't want to upset people with this one. I kind of want to put it in fun games, but by fun I mean stressful. And very depressing in many ways. The new Wolfensteins, both of them, fantastic. Probably deserve to be games of the decade. I don't want too many games up in this section, so we might have to readjust things around here a little bit, but definitely belongs up there. Crew 2 is fun. Soul Calibur 6, again, was fun. Soul Calibur is the only fighting game series that I am any good at, so I love them, they're just ridiculous. The Evil Within was good. I don't know why I don't have more to say about that. I'm such a horror game person, but it's been such a long time. I remember liking it, but not being overly impressed with it, I guess. Maybe that's why. Tetris Effect, again, fun. I feel like most of these are gonna go in fun, to be honest with you. Elder Scrolls Online, not an MMO person. I don't know why I'm even bothering to put some of these on here, because I haven't played much of Elder Scrolls Online. I enjoy it because it's Elder Scrolls. I don't enjoy it because it's an MMO. Because I just don't do MMOs. Jedi Fallen Order is fun. I don't know that I'd ever replay it, but it was fun to play once. Dead Space 2 is great. Now, Alan Wake is a funny one to put anywhere, because the first time I played Alan Wake, I did not really know what I was getting into, and I didn't really prepare myself for it properly, and I didn't enjoy it very much. I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was good, so I think if we're going with my first impressions of Alan Wake, it would go in average. Now that I've played a bunch of their other games afterwards and I understand the angle the game was coming from, it'd probably be moved higher up. But in general, I want to play the remaster, so I'm going to put it at didn't play yet and give it a second opinion once I get around to playing it. Fallout New Vegas is excellent. Greedfall is another fun game. I mean, it's a pirate RPG. Even though the game itself is a little not polished, it's still a lot of fun to play. And you're a pirate. I mean, there's very little you can do to make that not fun. Driver San Francisco I'm going to put in average. I didn't finish it. I didn't get very far in it. Catherine is such a weird game. I guess it was fun. It was fun in a very bizarre way. Dead Rising 2 is great fun. I'm not very good at Dead Rising, but they're fun. Dark Void is bad. I played the entire thing. I only own it because it was on, I think it was a gold, like Xbox Gold game, free game of the month or something, and I was like, whatever, it's free. And I played all of it. It was not great. I don't even know if bad is right. It's probably more average, but because it's so old and kind of hard to control because of old controls, I'm gonna put it in bad. Control, absolutely game of the decade. Control is fantastic. It has one of my favorite gameplay sequences possibly ever in it. If you played it, you know what I'm talking about. Absolutely beautiful. It looked like it would be so hard to control when I saw it initially. Ha! I did not do that on purpose, but it's actually just, it's so much fun to play. It's so much fun to explore. It's great. There is kind of a difficulty spike in some bits of it. There's like one mini-boss, optional mini-boss, that I remember being extremely difficult even though I was mostly powered up. There's something towards the end that's also extremely difficult, but generally, so much fun to play. Binding of Isaac, the original one. Okay, so this is the actual Binding of Isaac I've played. This one needs to go back down here in the list of things I haven't. Yeah, I already went over that though, so there you go. Mass Effect 2. My favorite Mass Effect is and always will be Mass Effect 1. Is it the best Mass Effect? No. The only reason I like Mass Effect 2 better than Mass Effect 1 is because you can finally romance Garrus. So maybe excellent on the back of that alone. Among the Sleep, I'm gonna put it at average. I was extremely underwhelmed by Among the Sleep. Spec Ops: The Line is 100% a game of the decade. It's such a good game. I know it looks like a generic military shooter. It's not. Surely everyone knows what the twist about this game is at this point. If you don't, play it, because it is such a good game. The story itself, it's actually, like, interesting. It's not just go here, shoot bad guys. I mean, it is, to an extent, but it's really good. Alice, what's the name of this one? What's the rest of the name of this one? I don't remember. I did not like this. I did not find it very fun. I don't think it's bad enough to be bad, but I did not find it very fun, and I thought I would, because it aesthetically, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Alice in Wonderland, but aesthetically, the game itself is very much me, except I didn't like it that much. Maybe it's because I don't like Alice in Wonderland that much, I don't know. Yakuza Kiwami is great. All of the Yakuza games I've played are great. I am in the middle of Yakuza Kiwami 2 right now, which is right here. I'm gonna put it in didn't play it, because I've only played, like, maybe 5 hours of it, and that's not nearly enough. But I love the Yakuza games, they're so much fun. They're so ridiculous. Now, Skyrim. I love Skyrim to death. I know it's been released approximately 54,000 times, but I don't think it deserves to be a game of the decade. You can't become a game of the decade just because you're on every platform that exists. I love it to death. There are so many versions of it, there are so many expansions and things they added. Does it deserve to be the games of the decade when I look at the other games that are there? No. Okay, what else have we got here? We've got Tropico 6, it's fine. Hotline Miami was fun, but another one that's fun that I'm bad at, so I'm gonna put it in fun, but I haven't beaten it or anything. It was a lot of fun to play, I was just not very good at it. Far Cry 3 is one that I bounced off of and have to replay again, a little bit like Alan Wake, except I played all of Alan Wake. I don't know why, but for some reason with Far Cry 3 I got to a point and I was like, I don't know that I'm enjoying this as much as I should. I think part of it was because I was playing the 360 version like last year, and it doesn't hold up, just like most older games hold up with story-wise, but not control-wise. That was the problem, so I'm gonna give it another try. Dark Souls, hello, where else would I put Dark Souls? How can you put Dark Souls anywhere else except Game of the Decade, with everything it's inspired and FromSoft's just entire collection of everything? Where else am I gonna put that? I can't tell which Witcher this is. It's not 3, I know it's not 3, but I think it's 2? I think it's 2, and despite the fact that I didn't finish it on the channel, I was having fun with it. It's just not the type of game I'm good at recording, so it's going in the fun category. I was having fun with it. BioShock 2 is definitely fun as well. It's great. Oh no, we're gonna go off the screen here soon. Ugh, okay. Well, Link's Awakening, haven't finished it, but it was fun. It was a really good remake of the original Link's Awakening, which no, I haven't played, but it was fun. Shadow of Mordor? Is that the first one? I've played the first one. I put this one up here because I think it's the first one. I don't remember. I didn't play very much of it. I like Lord of the Rings, but I'm not the biggest fan of Lord of the Rings, and I had the problem that I fell off of it eventually, so, or fairly early on even, so I'm gonna stick it in average. It's another one I'd like to go back to and try again. Luigi's Mansion 3 is great fun. Haven't finished it yet either. I got stuck somewhere and I don't remember why. I think there's water involved and I got annoyed and stopped playing it. But Luigi's Mansion just generally is so much fun. It's Luigi, who is my favorite Mario brother, and spooky ghosts. Like, where do you go wrong with that? Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely up there with games of the decade, as is the first one, which should be here somewhere. There we go. Right here. Fun fact about Red Dead Redemption and me, I didn't play Red Dead Redemption 1 until like 6 months before the second one came out because somebody online spoiled the ending of the first game within a week of the game being out, and I was so annoyed and salty, not that playing the game I couldn't have guessed what was coming up, but I was so annoyed and salty that someone did that I didn't play it. I refused to play it for years because I was like, well, I already know what happens. And then the next one was coming out. You know what? I should probably play that finally. And it's great. I don't know why I put it off so long. It was just because I was annoyed. And then the second one, that's part of the reason I pre-ordered the second one. Because I was like, this is not happening again. I am avoiding the internet as much as possible until I finish this one. But they're both great. Untitled Goose Game. Oh my gosh. So much fun. So much fun. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm actually gonna move that up to excellent. It was so much fun to play. Doom Eternal, actually they have a note about this. Doom Eternal didn't technically come out in this decade that we're talking about, but it's there, so I'm gonna rank it anyway. I would put that one at average. No. I would still put it at fun. I think based on how good the first one is, it feels more average than it is. We've got some LEGO games in here. LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean was fun, but broken. I couldn't get everything in it. LEGO The Incredibles was unfortunately not very good. I'm ranking this mostly in my personal favorites of LEGO games. My personal favorite LEGO game is not here, and I am very sad, because surely it came out within the last decade, at least I didn't see it. LEGO Jurassic World or LEGO Jurassic Park, I'm not actually sure which title it takes, but that is the best LEGO game I've ever played. But then you have LEGO Harry Potter. I'm gonna put that one up a little bit just because I don't remember it ever breaking at any points for me, whereas LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean definitely had something that broke for me, and LEGO The Incredibles, I don't think it broke, I just didn't like it very much. The only other one I think of the LEGO games I would rank anywhere near bad though is I think the Indiana Jones one. That one was also incredibly broken and not well done at all. It was not very good. If you're looking for LEGO recommendations, LEGO game recommendations, you're welcome. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, a game I know I have played, but do not remember at all. I'm going to guess, since it's Modern Warfare 3, is this the one that revolutionized stuff? I don't even know. I've played a lot of Call of Duties. They all are the same. Yet another controversial opinion. I'm gonna put it in average, because I literally do not remember anything about it. I'm pretty sure it's an important one if you're a Call of Duty person, but Stanley Parable was hilarious. Mass Effect 3, this is hard to do, because you have like an average of the game series as well as an average of games in general. I mean, Mass Effect 3 probably belongs in average either way, but this can be hard to do. Anyway, Mass Effect 3, I only played Mass Effect 3, I mean, I played it years after it came out. I played all of the Mass Effects years after they came out. So I already knew it was going to be disappointing, so somehow I was less disappointed by the ending, but it was still disappointing. Slime Rancher! Slime Rancher's adorable. It was a lot of fun. I don't think it's quite up here. It's not quite up at this level, but it was a lot of fun to play, and it's adorable. Sleeping Dogs, again, another fun one. Oh god, I moved Fable 2 up here, but I honestly don't remember Fable 2 very much. Average? I know, I played a lot of one of the Fables. I think Fable 3, actually. I don't remember much about Fable 2. Forza Horizon 3 is also going to be... Where did I put the other one? Because they're about the same. So yeah, there we go. Right next to each other there. The Outer Worlds was also fun. I feel like a lot of these are fun, which is good. That's what you want a game to be. I think just fun, though. I think the difference between fun and excellent here, and I know I could have changed the titles, but we're too far gone now, is that excellent games are ones I'd probably replay or have played a ton of, whereas fun games are fun, but I don't necessarily play them more than once, or I don't feel compelled to play them more than once. Although if we're going by that standard, Dead Space 2 should be up a level. You know what? These two are fairly interchangeable, it's just that the excellent games are slightly better to me than the just fun games, because they're also excellent. I don't know what I'm talking about, this is hard. This, I believe this one is Resident Evil Revelations, the one on a boat, a ship, whatever, a cruise ship or something, I don't even remember. It was fine. Dear Esther, another walking simulator, and one that I am going to put as bad because I found it boring as hell. See, like this one, A Plague Tale: Innocence. The difference here, the reason I'm putting it at excellent, is because it's a fantastic story. Would I class it as fun? I don't know that fun is the right word for that story. It is a very good game, though. Crypt of the Necrodancer's fun. Bad at it, but it's fun. Batman Arkham... Is this Arkham City? Is this Arkham City or Arkham Origins? Where's the other one? It's Arkham City. Okay, so Arkham Origins I did not finish, so we're gonna put it in average with the other Batman, which I also didn't finish. Arkham City I finished. It's also going to go in average, because I finished it, and I played through the ending of it, and I have never been more annoyed at the ending of a game in my life. It's Batman. You don't do that. Portal 2, arguably, and probably objectively, not as good as Portal 1, but I have played it so many times, and I absolutely love it, and I love the humor, and I love it so much. Until Dawn, I've played all of those games, and they're kind of fun in their own way. I don't know. They accomplish what they're trying to do very well, but I don't know that they're good games, fun games. If that makes, I don't know if that makes any sense. I just don't know that I wouldn't play them again. Silent Hill Downpour is not good. I'm not going to rank it bad because I finished it and it wasn't good. In the Silent Hill series, yes, Downpour is not a good game. In terms of games in general, it's fine. Now we have two Telltale games. We have The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us. The Wolf Among Us, now neither of these I know much about lore-wise in the background. I know The Wolf Among Us is based off a comic series, I don't remember what it is. And Walking Dead, obviously, is based off of The Walking Dead. My problem with ranking The Walking Dead is that I don't like zombies. I think zombies are 95% of the time boring, overdone, and a cop-out. Also, this was Telltale's first game, or at least the first big game they made. Big, like, one that got popular. And so it's a little bit, it's not as polished as the newer ones are. I'm going to put both of them at average, because The Wolf Among Us was not their best, even though it was a little later. It was fine. I don't think I'd classify it among their best. And then The Walking Dead is the first one, so it has some issues that get worked out later, and there is a newer version of The Walking Dead one anyway, or in, like, a second season or something, which expands on it a little bit more, which I haven't played, because zombies. So, we're basing this a little bit more off of Telltale in general, than games in general, but also a little personal bias in that I think zombies are boring. BioShock Infinite is my favorite BioShock game. I'm going to have to put it up here because I've played it so much and I like it so much. Objectively not the best BioShock game, but my favorite, and I like it, okay? So it's going there, you can yell at me all you want. We still have so many of these to get through. Watch Dogs, wasn't impressed. Wasn't bad, wasn't great. Evil Within 2, probably slightly better than the first Evil Within. Weevil Within. I still don't know that I'd put it quite up at excellent, though. It was better than the first one, not good enough to be excellent. Papers, Please is fantastic. Papers, Please has some stuff in it that people might take offense to now, with good reason. But I also think, because of the way the game is, that is kind of the point. Because it is a game that is about an oppressive, brutalist dictatorship that has strict control over who can enter and who can leave the country, and it fits with that theme. I understand why some people wouldn't appreciate it or wouldn't want to play it because of that, because of what it gets into eventually, a few days down the line. But I think that is part of the commentary they're going for. In any case, it's a great game. Undertale, I feel like you could put Undertale in any of these top 3. Where would I put it? Actually, I might put it under fun. I don't know. It's excellent at what it does. It is a good, fun game. I don't think it's a game of the decade because I didn't love it nearly as much as most people seem to, but I didn't hate it, so it's not going any lower than that. Vampire is a weird one. I really didn't enjoy it very much. I didn't get very far in it, but I know people who absolutely love it, so... And vampires are kind of a thing I'm not necessarily super into all of the time. It depends. I don't hate vampires as much as I hate zombies as a concept, but vampires I feel like are also fairly overdone, so I don't know if that was it, or I just didn't get along with the controls, or the mechanics, or the game itself. I don't know what it was, but I don't know that it is a bad game, but I had bad experiences with it. Oh no, and now we're on Deadly Premonition, which is not going lower than excellent. Okay, I'm not putting it games of the decade because I'm not delusional, but I love Deadly Premonition. It is absolutely batshit, and I love it. Oh no, GTA 5 is average. I don't like Grand Theft Auto. I didn't like Grand Theft Auto 5. And I didn't get into online partly because I don't play online games that much, and partly because Rockstar online servers suck because people suck. Sinking City was not good. It was very boring. I found it very boring. Ooh, Amnesia. Now we're going with Amnesia Collection, which definitely bumps this down at least one tier from where I was going to put it wherever that was initially. My problem with Amnesia is that I loved it and was terrified of it when I first played it. I've tried to play it, I played it with a friend. I've tried to play it on my own several times, gotten like an hour into the game right where the monster starts actually showing up, and then quit because I don't want to deal with the monster. But if I went back and played through the whole thing again at this point, I don't think I would like it anymore. I didn't like Machine for Pigs. Justine, that was the short little like escape room one, right? I didn't finish that because you had to do it all in one go, and that's just frustrating. But I honestly don't think, as influential as it has been and as popular as it was, I don't know that Amnesia holds up. Assassin's Creed 3, again, basing a little bit on the series here, but it's bad. Dead Space 3, basing on the series, is a bit bad. Hitman Absolution was probably fine when it came out, but compared to the new ones, it's bad. Prey is great. Almost deserves to be games of the decade. I might move it up there. It's really good. Nier Automata, a lot of people seem to like, but I just didn't I didn't hate it, but I didn't really get along with it enough to, like, go through to the full final actual ending, so I'm gonna put it in average. I'm narrowing this even more than I already did. Okay, Persona 5. I just finished, and is great, and I'm very sad that I don't get to play it anymore. Persona 5 Royal, I just finished, and I am so proud of myself because it took a full 100 hours to complete, but it was fantastic. I love Persona games so much, and it's the only one I finished. Hitman 2, I think I put Hitman up here. Yeah, Hitman's up here already. I'm gonna put Hitman 2 at fun. because the mechanics are roughly the same. I just didn't enjoy it as much. I didn't play it as much as the first one, so it's going down in just plain fun as opposed to excellent. Spider-Man, obviously wonderful. This is another one where I'm having problems. I don't know whether it's going to be excellent or game of the decade, but it is definitely in this. There are a lot of red ones in games of the decade. That was unintentional. It's definitely up here. It's definitely one of these two categories. I'm going to stick it there for now. Same with Horizon Zero Dawn, although I think Horizon Zero Dawn is going to stay there no matter what. Sekiro I absolutely loved. I loved the new things they introduced to it. It was extremely hard, and I haven't finished it, and like I said, I was playing like 3 FromSoft games at once, and I fell off of all of them because I just hated life when I was doing that, but Sekiro is great. Sekiro is like my aesthetic, my time period of Japan, plus all this stealthy, sneaky, fast combat stuff, because I always go for, like, dex builds, because I hate the slow weapons. I hate slow weapons in FromSoft games. They stress me out. So the combination of those two things and the grappling and everything, it was great. I really need to go back to it, and probably at this point start over, but I really, really like that one. Resi 2 Remake was so much fun. It's better than Resi 3 Remake. They were both good, but I'm gonna put that up in excellent as well, because as far as I understand, I never played the original Resident Evil games, but it is a very good modern take and update and remake of the game. Resi 7 also, I mean, all of the more recent Resident Evil games deserve at least fun. Well, again, I don't know that fun is the right word, but they definitely deserve to be up here. Mass Effect Andromeda, I didn't play too much of. I played a decent amount of, but I didn't finish it or anything, you know, several hours of it. I would put it, especially just game-wise and series-wise, at average. I don't think it's as bad as people think it is. I think just compared to the rest of the Mass Effects, it's nowhere near the standard. Dante's Inferno, oh god, Dante's Inferno was bad. Dante's Inferno is a blatant God of War clone, and it's not good. House Flipper seems very weird compared to all the other stuff on this list, but it's very fun. I really enjoy DIY, and like, I would love to just, every once in a while I just get this weird urge to drywall something. I don't know. I like home renovation. Dishonored 2, gonna go with Dishonored 1 in fun. Ooh, Quantum Break. I actually finished Quantum Break finally. That was definitely fun as well. I enjoyed that quite a lot. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I don't want to put it in... I don't know where to put this one, because I don't think it's bad. I don't even know that it's average, but it's not fun, because it's way too difficult to be fun. So I think average is probably the closest it comes to being in the right category. Like, I love the concept. It's just so difficult to do, which I think is part of the point, but almost too simulated real life. You know what I mean? I'm skipping through some of these because I don't have enough to say about them, or I don't remember them well enough, or whatever. Limbo, I mean, I love Limbo. Limbo's great. We'll put it up there in excellent games. Life is Strange, to me, is average, because I didn't enjoy it as much as I would have liked to. Little Nightmares is great. There we go. I'm just gonna put that there. Nothing to say. They're great games. I played the second one on the channel. You can watch that. It was fun. I mean, again, fun? Don't know. Inside, haven't played it yet. No, that's not true. I played like 20 minutes of the opening part of Inside, but I haven't finished it yet. And Katana Zero, I played the entirety of, and I don't remember. I don't remember it being bad, but because I don't remember it, we're putting it in average. And I'm stopping here because I do have other tier lists I want to go through. So let's scroll through this. See what my games of the decade are. There you go. Now I could probably play around with these a little bit and move stuff around from each to the other, but I think we're gonna just leave it there because we have been on this one long enough. Now, we have moved on to GameCube games, and I'm not gonna mess with this because this is a standard grading system, and we're just gonna go with it. So what we're gonna do, I haven't played all of these, and I still own my GameCube, but I haven't played all of these, I didn't own all of these, I rented a lot of these, because this is when Blockbuster still existed, and I rented a lot of them. So, let's see what we've got here. Well, obviously Animal Crossing is at least A tier, if not S tier. I'm gonna put it in A tier because I have the same problem with the current Animal Crossing in that I hate feeling obligated to check in every day. But in general, it's an amazing game. There's a reason that, well, there are several reasons why the most recent one did as popularly and as well as it did. but there's a reason they're fun to play. Oh no, and then we get into a long line of games I haven't played yet. Luigi's Mansion, I mean, I already said this. Up there. Hello. Mario Kart Double Dash! Yes. Yes. I feel like most of these are gonna be just way up there, to be honest with you. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I'm putting it at A only because I haven't finished it. Wow, there are a lot of these I haven't played. This is such a bad idea. Pikmin and Pikmin 2. Did I play Pikmin 2? I don't remember. I know I tried to play Pikmin and I was bad at it. I don't know. I think Pikmin is maybe a C. If I was better at it, I would probably rank it higher, but it's just hard. And Pikmin 2, I think I played it. It would have been about the same anyway, so. Resi 4, I've only played the more recent remake on Xbox, or it's not even a remake, it's probably a remaster or something, but Resident Evil 4 is great. Resident Evil 0 is fine. I don't think it's... I think it's probably a B. It's probably a B. Soul Calibur 2 is so... I play this all the time still. It's so much fun. And it has Link in it, and Link is OP, and I just... You Link and the hammer and you just beat people. It's great. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing how many of these I haven't played. We've got like Super Mario Sunshine, which I played the, what was it called? The Super Mario, the one that just came out in its limited release on the Switch that had Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, and Mario 64 on it. And I tried all of them, and I realized I do not like Mario games. And not just Mario Sunshine. I had fond memories of Mario Sunshine because I rented it, and it was the only Mario game I had ever played, but playing it back again, I mean, I didn't like any of them. So I'm gonna put with C, because I think it's the same problem with Pikmin. It's not a bad game, it's just not my game at all. I'm gonna get rid of all of these rows, because nothing is gonna go that low. At this point especially, because we have 3 games left. So Twilight Princess probably gets a B. It was fine. It's not the best Zelda game. This one probably might be a little bit lower because of the 4-player thing. I don't even remember. I haven't played very much of it. Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda game, and anyone who argues with me about where that game belongs is going to get punched. It's an S tier, and I love it. So there. Oh my gosh, that was so much shorter than the other one. I should have started with the shorter ones and left the long one for later. I'm gonna go for a few shorter ones. So the next one we're gonna do is hardest Bloodborne bosses. And obviously, this one is going to be my opinion, because the one I think is the most difficult is certainly not the most difficult. But here we go. Now, I have played through some of these boss fights twice. I've played through some of them 3 times, actually, in various playthroughs and stuff in a New Game Plus. I did the DLC on a New Game Plus. That was a terrible idea, because now I'm on the Orphan, and the Orphan is impossible. It's impossible as it is, and then I made this- I barely got through Ludwig, who I am also going to put him impossible. Well, I'll put him at super hard because I have beaten him, technically, but that was extremely difficult. Looking at these, though, I don't know where to put Moon Presents, because I got all the things for the ending that you're supposed to get the Moon Presents to show up, and I didn't know you were supposed to do anything with them, so I went through the last boss fight, which I'm not going to spoil, just in case you haven't actually played, but for some reason you're watching this, and the credits started rolling, and that's part of the reason I've played Bloodborne twice, in addition to the fact that it's a great game. I was so annoyed. I was like, are you kidding me? I went through all of that nonsense to get these stupid things, and I was supposed to do something with them? Thanks, Bloodborne. Father Gascoigne I found extremely difficult the first couple of times. Definitely the first time. The second time wasn't so bad. The third time I beat him on a first try, so I'm gonna go with average, because it's kind of the introductory tutorial boss anyway, more than the Cleric Beast, which is no problem whatsoever. Shadow of Yharnam, I don't remember it being easy, but I remember not really having as much trouble with it as others, so I'm gonna put it at average. The One Reborn was not hard. Except the first time I went in the arena, the first time after the cutscene ended, it one-shotted me by spitting on me. So that was hard, but once I actually got into the fight itself, it wasn't that bad. Martyr Logarius is one I had a lot of trouble with again the first time I played, but the second time I didn't have nearly as much trouble. It was still difficult though. I'm still gonna put him at super hard, because he's still tough. Mikolash, pushover. Gehrman. For where Gehrman is placed in the game, I did not find it that hard. It only took me a couple of tries. I don't know whether to put it in average or not hard because I haven't gotten there in my second playthrough, so I don't know if he's more difficult than I remember or if it was a fluke. So I'm gonna put him at not hard because he wasn't hard when I was playing before. Moon Presence I'm not gonna bother with. Like I said, that's the only one I haven't fought. Murder's Wet Nurse I beat in 1. No problem. No, that's not true. I beat it in 2 because I had this much of a health bar left and I wandered somewhere I shouldn't have and got knifed. But in general, I could have beaten it in 1 go. So maybe not hard is more appropriate. Celestial Emissary. Is that the big alien? Is that the big alien looking one? That was easy. If that's the one it was. Oh my god. This one is at least super hard. The only reason I'm not ranking some of these impossible, like Ludwig and this one, is because I beat them, so they're not impossible. I know they're not impossible. They feel impossible. Lady Maria is also super hard. Ugh, all of the DLC is super- Lawrence! Oh my god. Lawrence caused me so much trouble. I'm tempted to put him in impossible as well. You have no idea how many times I had to do that fight. More than probably any of the other ones. Stupid fiery bastard. Yeah, he's going in impossible. I lied. Living Failures were not that hard. I don't remember if I got them in 1 go or not, but I don't feel like I had any particular problem with them, so I'm gonna put them down here. Rom, I don't have a problem with if I ignore the little spiders. I know a lot of people say you've got to kill all the little spiders because they will wreck you, and yeah, I mean, that might be true, but because of how I play and how Rom telegraphs her attacks so well, if I pay attention to the little spiders, I'm not paying attention to Rom, and Rom will murder me. If I don't pay attention to the little spiders and just dodge around them and hit Rom herself, I'm fine. It might take a little longer because you have to dodge and avoid the little spiders, but I can't, if I try to focus on 60 million little spiders and not the actual boss, I die very quickly. It's provenly, I've done it before, I've tried it that way, it just does not work for me. But if I do it that way around, I'm gonna move it up to, no. We're leaving her here. Because Rom herself isn't that hard to fight. It's her spider babies that are the problem. Amygdala, or Amygdala, however you want to pronounce that, that was very difficult, from what I remember. The Witch of Hemwick is a joke. You want to know how bad the Witch of Hemwick is? My second playthrough, I took a little break, and I went back, and I thought that was the boss fight I was on, and I went back to that area, and I had already beaten them. They're so easy that I forgot I had already beaten them. Dark Beast Parl is another fluke one that I destroyed in 1 go, so I'm gonna put it at average because I honestly don't know if it's difficult or not. Vicar Amelia, depending on what day I'm playing and how well I've been playing in general, can be any of these 3 middle ones. So I'm gonna put it at average. Bloodstarved Beast, for me, is at least super hard. I don't know why I find the Bloodstarved Beast so difficult. I think the ones that have taken me the most tries, well frankly are all of these in the super hard category, and Lawrence. It's definitely the one that took me the most tries in the base game. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the addition of the poison on top of everything else? I have no idea. And even the second time I tried to go kill it, it gave me problems. Not as many problems. It didn't take as long, but it still took much longer than it should have, because I realized the Bloodstarved Beast, in terms of everything else in the game, is not difficult. I'm just bad at it, clearly. So, there you go. There's my Bloodborne rank. Let's move on. Well, this one's gonna be another nice short one. It's the Silent Hill franchise. Where do they fall? Now, I feel like Silent Hill 4 isn't fair, because I, as of recording this, haven't finished it yet. But it's fun, so I feel like all of these are at least A. Downpour is a C. Homecoming is trash. Origins I haven't played. And Shattered Memories I haven't played, so there you go. That's your tier list. That was easy. No, I don't know. Man, I feel like any of these... Silent Hill, the first one, is probably slightly lower than the other 3, because it's the first one and it suffers from the first one in a franchise thing, where they don't know what they're doing yet. But honestly, like the rest of them. Alright, we have a couple more we're gonna try out. This one is the best video game franchises. Some of these are so hard because I haven't played some of them. So Assassin's Creed, overall, I'm gonna put it in like. I'm gonna try to speedrun this a little bit. Animal Crossing, love it. Age of Empires, never played. Beyond Good and Evil, own but haven't played yet. Never played Banjo-Kazooie. Borderlands, probably average for me personally. Bomberman, have I played a Bomberman game? I played 1 Bomberman game, and I was bad at it. We're gonna leave it there. Bioshock, obviously at least love, if not higher than that. Never played Crash Bandicoot. Celeste is a franchise? I mean, I personally didn't like it, but that's because of the type of game I am and the type of person I am. Haven't played Castlevania. Haven't played this. Donkey Kong, I had one of them on the SNES. It was fun. I liked it. That's my last interaction with the Donkey Kong series. Doom, at least like. Yeah. Fallout, I would say love overall. Final Fantasy, I always think I'm going to like more than I do, so I'm going to stick it at average. Guitar Hero is probably still at least like. I love Guitar Hero, it's so much fun. Oh, I missed Call of Duty. Was that intentional? I'm going to put that at average, though. You could probably guess that from previous. Never played Halo. Half-Life is... I started with Half-Life 2, so I'm probably going to put it at like, mainly because I didn't know what the hell was going on half the time. Grand Theft Auto, I don't know that I hate it, but I don't like it very much. So I'm gonna put it there. God of War overall, I think the new one brings it up to like. Not that I dislike the other ones, but it helps a lot. Kingdom Hearts I've only played a little bit. I enjoy it, but I need to take more time with it to know where exactly it falls. LEGO series overall, I'm gonna go with like, because I've felt neutral about more than I've loved. Mirror's Edge I only played the first one, it was fine. Minecraft, when it's just a mining and crafting game on your own, is fine, so I'm gonna put average. Mortal Kombat, I suck at Mortal Kombat, but I like it. Pac-Man, I feel like you can't put Pac-Man anywhere. There's a Pac-Man machine back there. I'm not gonna put it any lower than like, hello. I'm not very good at Pac-Man either, but it's Pac-Man. You can't not like Pac-Man. It's simple, it works, it's Pac-Man. I think we've already established that Red Dead Redemption belongs up there. Resident Evil belongs up there, even though I've only played the more recent ones. SpongeBob? How does SpongeBob... Why is SpongeBob on this list? Smash Bros. Is great. I mean, it's infuriating, but it's great. Super Mario, I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I'm sorry, I just don't like Mario games. Tetris, I love Tetris. I love Tetris. I love Tetris so much. I'm gonna have to move this up here, probably Fallout up here, probably Bioshock up here. Fallout drops down there, because of the newer ones. Resident Evil, I think I'm gonna leave it love, because there are some very bad Resident Evil games, and I haven't played the originals. So much as I like the remakes, I don't know that it's fair to put it in a door. The Sims, hello, yes, I love The Sims. Tomb Raider I like. Legend of Zelda, it's another one that's going up there. Mass Effect, as an average, I would say love more than adore. There you go. As you can see, I'm clearly very bad at hating things. Well, I guess that's gonna be our last one, folks, because I was gonna try to do this survival horror one, and it refuses to cooperate with me. So, the only one I'm going to put up there, well, I'll put up the ones I can see, I guess. Nah, I think that's enough, but the only game that deserves to be up here is Alien Isolation. Well, everyone, that was my 100 subscriber tier list video. That was a lot longer than I anticipated. Thank you for sticking it out with me. That was a lot of fun. That was enjoyable. I do plan on doing some more of these in the future because I do still have a bunch of them, and I didn't realize just how long. I probably should have, but didn't realize how long that one was gonna take. So we will revisit these at another time. I hope you enjoyed, and leave a like, and if you're not already subscribed, hello, welcome. I have 100 subscribers now. Why don't you consider subscribing? I do all sorts of stuff on my channel. You can check that out. Some of it will be in the description below, or, you know, you can go to my channel itself, kind of poke around, see what's up. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.